So, nearly half a year ago, I basically made a video of the downfall of City Chaos. Now, I didn't like how the video turned out because it was very scrambled, so I thought I would repeat the video. So, without further ado, I'll start with the downfall of City Chaos again. So first, there's the development of City Chaos, which also ties into School of Chaos, just a little bit. So in the past video, I said that the reason why School of Chaos wasn't, getting updated or why it merged, it was because of legal issues, because it added guns to the game, it's a school game, and, all that. Now in 2017, the game was not receiving updates at all. The only update I got in that time, I think it was only really house updates. I didn't play School of Chaos in 2017, so, I wouldn't know. But it took till 2020 where the game started receiving updates again, and not just holiday updates for new items, actual updates. It was really random, but, why it get updated? It was because the game finally merged with City of Chaos. So this is the first time that City of Chaos having, it's a downfall of its light. I mean, technically a rose in popularity, but I'm just talking about the bad things in this video, since there's not much good. But when they merged, it was a bad decision, mostly because, well, the two combats in the game are vastly different from each other. You see, with City of Chaos, they have something called a rage move, which got very annoying, to be honest. There used to be multiple rage moves in 2021, but later in the years, they were removed, so now it's just down to super hand movements and super weapon movements. And then that's it. School of Chaos was a little bit more different because they used Nerd Rage and OS, which is trip fighting. Also, in School of Chaos, there's different types of fighting moves. Now, City of Chaos does have it, except it's very scrambled, and I just don't like it. In School of Chaos, it worked like this. You get a book nerd, who isn't present anymore. Basically, you can equip level moves that went from level 2 all the way up to 5, and that was it. I don't know, it felt more diverse. The more your energy lowered down, the more fighting moves you would do, I guess. So, yeah, that's like two bad things of City of Chaos. The merge happening, which technically didn't make sense, even though it was technically a player choice, and the fighting moves, which is a really, really big downgrade. There's also something else that could tie into fighting moves I didn't mention. The health system was basically ruined. You see, before, when you ate health, or just ate any food, your health would just instantly go up, right? Just like nearly any other game you play. But in City of Chaos, they changed it about a year ago, maybe even 2 years ago. Basically, when you eat a food now, your health slowly rises up. But if someone has a rage move and they hit you with it, while your health's trying to rise up, you just die instantly. It makes no sense. And I never knew why they didn't just revert the decision, because it's just so unfair. And then outside of combat, there were some microtransactions, and, well, I guess you could say the level and the armor and weapons in School of Chaos also contributed a little bit to the downfall. Actually, in the past video, or if you even just look at the shop now, some items cost $100. Now, I'm pretty sure I've only seen 2 items so far, which is the Big Black Cape, which is just a worse version of the Vietnam cape, and the goat hat, but I've only seen it once. Another thing is that Vietnam doesn't look at the game suggestion forums in City of Chaos. So if you don't know what the discussion forums are, somehow, then basically, in the computer, it's just discussion forums. You could discuss different topics in there. But one of the big topics in there is game suggestions. I mean, it's not big, but it's still in there. It's one of the main stuff. But I don't think I've ever witnessed Vietnam actually follow any of them. And then another bad thing of City of Chaos is that the map is just simply too big. I mean, I guess a good thing about it being big is that there's, places where enemies could be. So at least you know where crafts are, but I mean, that's kind of good. But then the map's like way too big. I mean, for one, there's like there's a million houses with people that I swear I've never seen them before, because I don't even know if those players are real. They could be fake. And then there's other spaces that aren't used. So in the old video that I just showed you, I also I shown that there's these question mark buildings. And for some reason, they just been there, sitting there for like the past, 8 years or 7 years. So yeah. The only building ever used that was a question mark, or at least I could think of, was, I think the Ninja Temple. Since, well, you know, the question mark building. And then eventually was changed to Ninja Temple as the final design. But that's the only thing I can think of. But, you know, that's most of the things that contributed to Sea of Chaos's downfall. So, yeah. I mean, that was stuff I add. It kind of be like a rehash of me just, you know, referring to my other video, Everything Bad or Wrong with Sea of Chaos, Part 1 and 2. And that was my overall video of the downfall of Sea of Chaos. There wasn't really much for me to talk about compared to School of Chaos, since, well, Sea of Chaos was already bad, but School of Chaos was rising and actually good, until the merge had its downfall. But Sea of Chaos was already bad. But that's my whole video on the downfall of Sea of Chaos. So, thanks for watching the whole video.